Hi there, I'm Nu-Trix, and today we're looking at the resort I went this year with my family. We've been going out to Cuba for, 10 times in the last 12 years. And this year we went to Grand Sirenis Santa Maria, which is actually not on Santa Maria Cayo, but on the Cayo Las Brujas, which is very close to Santa Maria's Cayo. You actually land on the main island of Cuba, and you land at Santa Clara. And then from there, you take the bus and you drive through the different villages. And then through a road in the sea that gets from the mainland to the Cayos. Grand Sirenis is a resort that has more than 600 rooms. When you get to the lobby, you're actually on the west side of the resort. The main entrance at the lobby is very nice. The hotel is very good looking and fairly recent. On the right side, as you get in, you have a small bank where you can exchange money. You have a small store where you can buy local stuff. It's a very, just convenient store all to a point. And you have a place where there's a doctor and there's a nurse 24 hours per day. So if you have any problem, you can actually go there. The main lobby is where you get processed to get your room and you get your keys and all that stuff. The main lobby is very nice. On the east side to the right, you have an outside bar. We can just chill there. It looks really cool at night. The main building is filled with rooms and they all have views to the sea. The lobby can be used at night for events like a fashion events or other type of events. There's almost always music playing with sometimes live music. On the left side, you have access to the section where the agents for the different companies, travel agencies are there. And that's also where you can reserve your restaurant à la carte for supper. And there's always nice employees helping you to reserve and all that stuff. On the other side, you have the lobby bar with, again, the employees are just great. They give you the best services possible. And it's just a nice place to hang out in the evening. And on the other side, in the middle section, you have client service. They're there to help you with every type of problem you can have, any type of arrangement that needs to be done. Really great staff. It's Cuba, so you have old cars. There's also a local store there that is outside where you have books and some clothing and bags and stuff like that. You have the West Pool, which is the most animated. There's animation every day. There's music. There's a bar in the pool. It's a web bar. The pool is fairly shallow and it's close to a snack bar that is open 24/7. We were there in the first 2 weeks of July 2024, and there was not a lot of guests. I think we were less than 200 guests. So that bar is open 24/7. That snack bar is open 24/7, and the rest are open at different moment. And not all the restaurants and not all the buffet were open because we were still a small amount of guests. So you have actually two pools. This one was really busy because most of the guests were lodged on the west side. on the east side of the resort, there's also the same pool exists over there, but it was still open, but with a lot less people, because it was almost nobody's lodging on that side of the hotel. So it was mostly, we saw families with kids mostly going there to have a nice time. There's also a place you can just change your towels every day. Each bungalows are built to have around 45 different rooms. Some of the rooms are different, but most of them they have same type of layout. You have, of course, a safe. You have a separate bathroom. You have a separate toilet and a shower. Shower, it's modern, it's all glass. Some people don't like the fact that it's glass. I understand, because if you're not a couple, you might not want to get into that in front of everybody. We go there 6 people. We have the grandparents, us, the parents, and our teenage boys. We did actually use 3 different rooms. The bed is more than nice. The room is very spacious and functional. We have a balcony, and the way it's laid out, you can, if you're not facing the sea, you're facing on the side. So on one side you see the pool or the main building, and on the other side you see the sea. So everybody has a little view of the sea from their room. And you see it's very close to the sea, so you just have to walk that path between the bungalows to have access to the beach. The main building, 3 top floors, you get rooms that facing the sea, and in the first floor, the ground floor, you have the buffets. And I say buffets because there's a big buffet that was closed because we were not enough guests, and there's a small buffet, which was the one always open for us. And there's also restaurants, the different a la carte restaurants, 2 or 3 of them are on that floor. There's a section where people get married or celebrate different events. And there's another section at the end of it where you have, I think when it's full season, this section must be open and busy with another snack bar. But we were in low season, so this section was always closed. So another bar. And there's another restaurant. Very nice place to sit. A restaurant that was open as, depending on the night, as a la carte restaurant. Either French, Italian, Cuban, or a grill restaurant. And I'm guessing this must be the snack bar and buffet style when it's filled with guests. That's the East Pool, which is a clone of the West Pool. They're exactly the same, but inverse. They're mirrored image of each. This one was quiet because all the bungalows around them were empty from guests, but it was still open. The pool was open, and it was still, you would see some families going there to have less noise and be. There's also a kiddie pool. It was very calm when we were there. Behind these 2 pools, there's the theater for the night events, and there's a section where the courts, the tennis courts are. There's a basket court and there's a tennis court over there. And the theater, you have a pool and you have all the layout to see the event. and there's a bar open at night when there's events over there. Most events are dancing and singing and music. You have 2 chessboard, big size chessboard outside, always available. And in the main floor, as I said earlier, you have the restaurant, the one that we used to go often. We also celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary there, so there was an event for us on that night. The food was good, always, and because of our celebration, they did do a little special for us, and we had a little fire show for the desert time. Everybody's all nice, service is great, all the employees are doing everything so that your stay is perfect. Again, the beach access, as I said earlier, you have a path between all the different bungalows. You can just walk that from your room and go straight to the beach. So it's very close to your bungalow. You don't have to go very far. Most of them are just path in earth, whereas the main access is a paved section. So you'll see a little bit later in the video. The beach is very deep. There's enough space for everybody. There's enough chair, so we never had to fight for a place. On the beach, you have access to 2 bars, one on the east side, one on the west side of the beach. And on the west side, there's also almost in the middle, you have also a little bar, a snack bar that is open around lunch for sandwiches, basically, on the beach. It was an evening event organized to look at the sunset. The beach, as I said earlier, is deep, very nice, very clean. The water is calmer than other places because this is kind of a bay. So you're not directly on the sea, you're in the bay, so less waves, calmer sea. You still have the tides, but if you want something that is a calm beach, this is it. And it's not shallow. Depending on the tide, it can be shallower, but we usually had between 4 to 5 feet deep, which is very nice. You can walk. You have access to a catamaran where the pros that work there can drive it for you. Every day you can use it. Every day you can have a moment with each of these different offering. You've got a kayak, sea kayak, and you have a paddle boat available. Now, when you go away from the beach, it can be as deep as 9 feet. So you don't touch, unless you're really very, very tall, you don't touch the floor of the sea. And when you come back, when you're at the beach itself, there's plenty of fish very close to you. You can just give them bread if you want. You can just easily have them around you. On the east side of the beach, there's corals, so you can just walk to them and just float and see all these fish. that's the east section of the beach with the bar and great staff again, always ready to make some drinks even on your chair if needed to. The buffet, there's always great service, and the buffet is a fairly small one. There's also a big buffet, but it was always closed because there was not enough guests. You had always choices. There was plenty of food to pick from. Of course, it's Cuba, so the list of food is not the same as in, let's say, Canada, but I mean, always enough food for everybody. There was the buffet, and there was also a grill. In the morning, you had eggs, omelets, and pancakes, and the grill also for the rest of the day was open for a grill of meat, fish, or chicken. Then it's time to go. 2 weeks has gone by really quickly. And we just take the bus back to the airport in 1 hour and a half drive. And then we jump on our airplane and we'll go back home.